achieved the zero discharge units. So when the units got the zero discharge license or permission from the PCB, this law should be exempted. They can have even in half a kilometer from the river, because we are not discharging even one drop of water outside. So the law should be amended, sir. Sir, again, that declaration of textile and processing printing solid waste as a non-hazardous waste. Sir, in our processing, earlier days we used to do the use metal for dyeing and other things. Now we don't use metal, so it's the waste is hazardous. So if it is if you declare as a non-hazardous, the waste can be used for filling the roads and other things. So you should declare this solid waste as a non-hazardous waste, sir. Then still we need some kind of a study in IETP and CETP, because as I said, the zero discharge we achieved from our own technology. Still we have to do a lot of research to reduce the cost for the IETP and CETPs. So we want to have a 3 crore special fund for our association to study and improve our CETP and IETP, and also to reduce our costs. So these are the things I wanted to request you, sir. Then when I talked about this long pending case of tough, sir, that maybe about 200 cases are there. We'll give some, we have got some details. All small scale exporters are not able to get this tough from the banks, because they apply to the bank and the bank is not submitting their application or a requirement to textile commissioner office on time. So the lapse of time, the sufferer is the small scale exporters. So there, you should amend this, or you should say that you condone the delay by the bank, and you should give this tough for all the exporters who has got to pending for last 3 years, 4 years. Suppose you imagine that exporter is invested about 15 crores, the tough he has to get about 3 crores in the form of interest and also capital subsidy. Your 8 crores gets struck for the turnover. So we are all suffering, sir, that you should take the special interest on tough and see that all the old cases are removed at least within 2 or 3 months. I know it's a difficult job, because still the banks are not submitting the actual requirement. So you should call for a bankers meet and see that all the banks are given the details, and all the pending cases, you say that you draw a line. Only the first pending cases will be cleared, then only we'll clear the other latest cases. That will help the small exporters, because all the big corporates, they have an office in Bombay, they go and sit with the bank, they go and sit with the Minister of the Textile Commissioner office, they get the clear, because every big corporate has to get 30 crores, 60 crores tough refund. But whereas the small exporters wants to get 50 lakhs, 1 crore, they are not able to do it, because we don't have facilities to go and sit in Bombay and clear our files. So this is the top priority you should take and do it for us, sir. With these are the requirements, and also I'll also give some suggestion how we can do the tough in the future, because you should not depend only on the bank. You should also see that whoever exporters applies for the tough, you should have access to the government or a Ministry of Textile to see that where the file is pending, how he can, where there is a lapse, so that he can fulfill the lapse. So this scheme with your heading this Ministry of Textile, I think you can surely do it. That will help the SME sector, especially the exporters, sir. Sir, with this thing, tomorrow we are going to have 39th IKF India Knit Fair. Sir, here I have to tell you this building where you are sitting, first when in 1994, when we want to do a international fair, we started in a school, sir, in a higher school. We took the classroom. We see that there is a holiday of 10 days. So we took about 50 classrooms. We conducted the international fair in the classroom in 1994. 1995, we put a balloon tent and circus tent, whatever it is, like a circus tent, we put it and we conducted. Then exporters, we thought that we should have our own building. Even our chairman is a life member here. We about 70 people got together. We invested the money, 2 lakhs each, and within 82 days we built this building. And afterwards we need this kind of a, auditorium. Then again we got some money from the asset scheme, and we built this auditorium. It's all done by our association and with the help of APC. So why I'm saying this fair is very important for the knitwear exporters. Earlier we were doing only for the summer, then we started doing for winter. Now Tirupur is having a round year business because of these fairs we are conducting regularly. Then the knitwear technology mission, I think our chairman will speak, because AAPC has invested 15 crores, but we need another 15 crores to improve and do it, because we want to switch over from traditional garments, from cotton to synthetic garments. So the knitwear technology machine, we have imported a machine worth 4 crores, where we can knit synthetic and use for launch wear, sports wear, swimwear, and it's a 100% synthetic garment, where we are catering only for 3 months. Once we started manufacturing synthetic garments, we can cater for round the year. And especially for Europe and States are our big business, so we can produce winter wear also, and also all the performance wear, for everything we can do it once we encourage the synthetic garments exports. So these are the things that Chairman will request you for more fund in KTM. I don't have words to say how to thank you, but our heartfelt thanks to you, sir. We are expecting more from you, because I have seen practically when I walked into Udyog Bhavan of Ministry of Textiles, I can see the vibration like Tirupur, because of you are heading that ministry now. So the same vibration will continue and help us out. With this, once again I welcome all of you for this wonderful exporters meet. Thank you very much.
Good evening to everybody. Our respected Secretary Textile and Chief Guest Shri Sanjay Kumar Pandaji, my beloved friend and colleague Dr. A. Shaktivel, fellow exporters, other trade members, press and other invitees, ladies and gentlemen. It's my great pleasure to be here today in this meet, and especially, when I'm accompanying our Secretary Textile, who is visiting the knitwear cluster for the first time. Nowadays, I was talking to Shaktivel in the morning, on a telephone, and yesterday also. So I was busy, there were some buyers, very important buyers of mine, and I was telling them, can I miss this one? He said, no, you have to come that, And within a 1.5 months, as told by him, I came here for 3 times. And he was telling me on the phone that you have become a Tirupurian now. And personally, I also love to visit these clusters, as contribution from knitwear sector in the apparel trade from India is phenomenal. And Tirupur is the major contributor in overall knitwear exports from India. India Knitwear Fair has contributed a lot as platform for meetings, supplying and sourcing. This is the 39th India Garment Fair, which clearly shows its success. And this complex, I was also here when this complex was inaugurated also. I remember that date when it was completed in 82 days. An infrastructure created with a contribution of life membership, and they are all participating on a very, very subsidized participation fees. AEPC as a council is extending all financial support to organize this India Knitwear Fair regularly, twice a year, for sourcing knitwear for all seasonal requirements. I wish the event should continue with more success and bring good international business to India. We are all aware that export business nowadays is not that much easy, apart from facing international competition. AEPC being a bridge between the trade and government to promote apparel exports, and in sorting out many bottlenecks to increase our share in the international trade. In the era of less profit margin due to competition, our government is very supportive to us from the day of formation of Textile Ministry, duly separating from the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, since Indian textile is the one earning major foreign exchange. Still, the industry is facing certain issues which are to be looked into by the union government and sought out to face the emerging changes in trends in the international consumer markets and competition. My friend Shaktivel has already taken up so much matters regarding the personal problems of Tirupur also, and on the larger scale as the total garment industry. But on AEPC at present, I have taken, I think I have explained you earlier also, I am working on 6 fundamental things instead of going following so many things at one time. So we are concentrating at present on 6 as AEPC chairman. I am meeting 2 times. I met also Union Commerce Minister. I met Arun Jaitley 2 times with the Revenue Secretary also, Minister of Textiles also, Ministry of Secretary Textiles also. So what are the 6 issues I'm taking? One is very important. I recently met also last week, this one DGFT also, and first thing we are asking for interest subvention. It should be continued from 1st April 2014. They say that, they are considering that, but it has not come that. So we are meeting that, and I'm hopeful that will be done. The second thing, what we are asking that, the government has asked us not to ask so many incentives, DGFT, regarding this. So said they asked us to come on with the 1 or 2. So what we have presented that, we are asking a focus instead of eliminating other segments, to make it from 2 to 5% for the market focus, which we are representing to them. And then for Latin American countries, from 4 to 7%. Third thing, I was here also 10, 15 days back for the drawback. We have already presented here the papers with the support of all the people over here to the drawback committee, and we have given them the data also to increase the rates also. Because this garment industry, sir, cannot be sustained without the support of the government. In China today, the drawback is 17%. So every country in the world is supporting this industry, because this industry cannot be successful, without the support of the government. So we asked for the increase in drawback rates, and also there were certain issues of simplification of drawbacks also, which are creating a bottlenecks that already we have taken, presented before the committee. And also I took personally, again I went to the Joint Secretary drawbacks to present the papers, and we have submitted to them all the papers. Then the fourth is service tax to be abolished on the labor, because this is very clear, in the manufacturing process, there is no service tax. But still that, there are certain field people, especially in Delhi, I am feeling that, Delhi and Bombay also, some people are putting the service tax, that we are taking matter very vigorously, not to this one. And simplification of DGFT, certain procedural matters, we have given this one, I don't think so, we have norms for knitwear, that also we have given to them. And we had a very detailed meeting for 2.5 hours explaining each and every point to them. And I hope that, because they were very convinced on that. And for example, I give you that, because in the norms they have ladies' blouse, and there is, some people call it tops also, certain bias. So right on the order tops. So we have to go for tops or norms committee, though we are not asking for more. So these are all the matters. The meeting went for 2.5 hours. Each and every point was discussed over there. They called all the officers, and I am very hopeful that it will be simplified. Though they say that, because we can take up after the policy, because these are not the policy matter, what is the foreign trade policy is coming. But I am very sure they will take this one. And one important point, sir, which I want to take you, which my friend has reminded me also, this knitwear technology mission, sir, which we have set up this separate building. It was inaugurated by Secretary Textiles 1.5, 2 months before his retirement. What has happened on this one, sir, the AEP, this Shaktivel was the chairman at that time, and some amount was sanctioned for putting up a knitwear technology mission, near about 15 crores or something. He informed to the EC also, the committee also, the amount is sanctioned. But still there was some formality, because on his basis, then the AEPC, because the machinery, they have already placed the order on that basis. The machineries were lying over here. Then we don't have any alternative except the AEPC has already given them near 12 crore rupees, because the situation has come like this one, where we have to start it. We again take up the matter before the Secretary Textiles when they were retiring also. She was very positive. We gave them all the papers. Shakti will also come with me, and we explained to them this was sanctioned and then stopped. And now we already spent the money also. If you are not here, otherwise we'll let you know, because it's a nice building, and what he already explained you for the man-made this one. So what I see that, sir, this has to be done, we have to do something for that. We already, AEPC has already given 12 crore rupees, and in order to make it more successful, they need another 10 crore rupees. Something should be done immediately from the Ministry of Textile. This is a very urgent thing, so that we can go ahead for that. Our honorable Prime Minister's slogan, Make in India, is taking its serious path with mutual support, that is between government and trade, will definitely take this slogan in its success path to a long way, and sure our country will play the unique role in the international economy, and the day will come that will look up high with pride. The 39th India Garment Fair for Autumn-Winter Collection is scheduled to be inaugurated tomorrow by our chief guest, and I wish all the participants and sourcing personal good business and continue to look forward to this platform for mutual growth. On behalf of apparel trade, India Knit Fair and AEPC, I thank our respected Secretary Textiles for sparing his valuable time to meet us today and inaugurate the 39th IKF tomorrow, and with a special request to extend all his support to the industry and for growth of export, so that we should all feel that we are not alone and government is always with us. I once again thank my beloved colleague and the brother, Dr. A. Shaktivel, who is playing his multi-dimensional role in promoting apparel trade and knitwear in particular. He's with us continuously for nearly 30 years on AEPC platform for serving the apparel industry. I wish him all the success. I thank you once again for giving me the opportunity to be present here. Thank you very much.
Padma Shri Dr. A. Shaktivel, Chairman of Tirupur Exporter Association, Sri Virendra Upal, Chairman of the Apparel Export Promotion Council, Sri G. Karthikeyan, General Secretary of Tirupur Export Association, Sri Chandran,